But let's throw it across to Manisha, my colleague, who's here in the studios to take us through all the commodity and currency market action. Manisha, morning.
Prashant, thank you so much for that. I actually want to talk about the latest derivative that has come in from SEBI, and the commodity markets clearly cheering that. You know, until now, what the SEBI actually has done is they have advanced the margin determination period. Until now, what margin you were supposed to pay the next morning was computed 11:30 p.m. the previous night. So most days, the members did not know on what margin they had to pay. So what the SEBI has now said is that instead of the margin computation to be done at 11:30 p.m., it would now be done at 5 p.m. depending on the current volatility of the commodities. So this is something that really makes life easier. In any case, since 2015, since SEBI is taken as a regulator for commodities, we have seen a lot of changes come in, and that is yet another in the same line. Joining us now to talk about that is Mr. Narinder Wadhwa. He's president at CPAI. Mr. Wadhwa, hi, good to have you. I understand that this was being discussed in the CDAC committee of SEBI for some time, and finally this is seeing the light of the day. What is your sense? How much would it make life easier, since this would be done from April 2020? I'm assuming you've also asked for this to be advanced to 1st of Jan 2020. What are the conversations on that?
Yeah, good morning. So it's a relief to the members. It was a pain point for the members, and we have been discussing it in the CDAC and the other forums also with the regulator, that you know, at least for reporting purposes, the risk parameter files comes in different time zones in a day, and we wanted this to be at 5 p.m. for margin determining. So it's a major relief for the traders and the participants in the market.
Absolutely. Mr. Wadhwa, I understand that there are various things that a CDAC committee does tend to talk about. There are various subcommittees as well. But what are the major points that you guys are putting in front of SEBI to ensure that there is further easy business that we can conduct really in commodities?
So this was one of the submission to the regulator through CDAC committee, and they have finally agreed to it. Other than these are, you know, the SOPs, like we have seen it in the Castor also. We want that, you know, whatever exchanges does, it should be in the clear picture and in the domain, so that SOPs are there. In different situations, we should know, participants should know what are going to be the margins and how they are going to be increased. So this is again a point which we want to push it through the regulator. This will make participants' life easy, and you know, this is another point for us with the SEBI.
Mr. Wadhwa, the other thing really is, you know, I was reading a report from Goldman Sachs which says that the top recommendation from them for 2020 is commodity indexes. Now, that is yet another thing that Indian markets are still awaiting for. There has been an in-principle approval from SEBI. I do understand that the exchanges have gone to SEBI asking for the approval of this. What is your sense on how is the preparation going on in sense of commodity indexes, and what is the kind of participation that we have in India for that?
See, MCX is ready with the indexes. They are doing road shows with the members and understanding the real indexes and the real composition of it. And we feel, and they are continuously in touch with us. So I hope that they'll come out with the first index in the mid of February or March.
Mr. Wadhwa, my other question really is about the agriculture commodities. I understand there has been a conversation about linkaging of futures to spot markets. Some of the exchanges also have approached SEBI and various state governments for the procurement of the current crop that's coming in as well. So when it comes to farming, agriculture commodities, the FPOs, etc., what really has been the progress that you've seen?
There are FPOs in the system. However, their participation is quite low. We want to encourage that. We have, you know, there are various participants, various infrastructure player, exchanges in the system who are promoting FPOs to participate in the agri market. I think there is we feel that there is time, you know, for them to participate in the market. It's not ready exactly.
Sure. All right, Mr. Wadhwa, we'll let you go at that. Thank you so much for joining us. So clearly, it is about the CDAC committee, which has been making various recommendations about what should be changing in the commodity markets. And as of now, it does look like that the SEBI is hearing.
Okay, well, great news on that, Manisha. Thanks very much for that. We're going to take a break.